Hello and welcome back to my channel, Thrifty Day. My name is Leah. I'm the creator behind Thrifty Day. I've been junk journaling in a creative way for the past 30 years and I love sharing it with you. Today's episode is going to be a very easy, beginner-friendly layout. I can't wait to share it with you, so let's get into it. So today's layout has a gratitude theme. Over on my Patreon this month, we have guided journal prompts and they are gratitude themed. Every day I pull a new journal prompt out of our gratitude journal prompt box and I share it in our private chats over on Patreon. And in response to those prompts, I do a layout every day in this journal. I love this journal. I purchased the actual journal at TJ Maxx on clearance for $6. And then I added all of these patches onto the front and of course all these stickers inside. It's a small journal compared to what I'm used to, and so these little half layouts have been perfect. I'm loving it. I'm enjoying the process. It's creative, but I'm also writing. That was actually my meetup layout. I snuck that in here, and because I guess I was really grateful for that day. But I realized I hadn't done a layout here on YouTube, so I thought it would be fun to just chat, check in. Today's prompt is the one you are looking at now. And that prompt reads, I am most fulfilled when. So I am just going to leave that card just right here on my desk while I begin to create. I did pull out some odds and ends like this vintage book page. Isn't that pretty? I love both sides of that little vintage book page, but I will probably use the one with the children. This is a page that I already cut something out, who knows what. This flashcard has been in my ephemera bin for years, so it's time to use it. Some scrap paper, and then, of course, the main piece is a picture of my family taken at Christmas time last year, and that's going to be really important because I already think I know what I'm going to be writing about, what fulfills me, so I think that that picture will be nice to add to this layout as well. So as I said before, this is a very simple layout. I just want to use very simple pieces. This large book page will just go on one side and then the sheet music will go on the other. Really, this is just going to be a sort of a very fun little check-in for us to just chit-chat and talk. I know that you've probably, unless you're on my Patreon, not seen me create in this journal. And so I thought that might be fun to just share with you. I'm really, truly enjoying it. I am, however, finding, and I think you'll notice that, I am finding that I'm more like meticulous when I'm working in this journal. I don't know if it's because it's like smaller or I'm trying to like conserve like space in terms of not making things too thick, but I'm very specific. Usually I feel like in my creative journal, my larger personal creative journals that I actually construct, I'm just throwing things down. I'm not afraid to use a stapler, add texture, fabric. I have added a lot of texture to this one too, but I don't know. I think maybe as I start creating more, maybe you will notice also, like even the page being crooked here kind of bothered me, but it was stuck down pretty good, so I ended up just going with it. So that is one thing that there is to note with this journal. I am noticing that I like things to be a little more exact. I don't know if that's good or bad. Maybe it's good. I guess it's all about balance. So I'm just sort of cutting that overlap of the main pages right off here. And these corners are actually rounded. So something I do is I do sort of keep that rounded edge. And I just do it with my scissors. When I first bought this journal and I saw that the pages were rounded, I actually purchased a corner punch and I've only ever used it once. So now I just use my scissors. But yeah, so that's all I'm doing here. So let me know if you are keeping a gratitude journal or if you plan on doing it in November. I feel like November is kind of more the gratitude month. I have to do things a month ahead over on Patreon because things have to ship. So I'm doing it all through October and through November, actually. My prompts over on Patreon will continue throughout both months, which I'm really happy about because I am thoroughly enjoying the process. I actually do try to post, I think I have posted every single one. I try to post every layout I make in our gratitude journal prompt chat. So if you are not yet subscribed to my Patreon, or if it's something you're interested in, you can still go back and look in that chat and scroll and see all of the previous prompts and all of the previous layouts. So just so you know, you haven't missed anything, and you can start whenever you want. You don't even need to follow ours, actually. It's just sort of a fun thing to do, and it's nice to be able to share with other people who are also doing the same process. So I'm just going to put some washi tape right down the middle. This is one of my favorite washi tapes, and it's just from Daiso. I love these little roses. I just think they're super pretty. They always are just like the perfect little touch. They're little dainty flowers, and they just sort of make me very happy. So I put that right on the edge. And then since I put that book page on like crooked, and the bottom, can you see that? Does it show how the bottom is totally crooked? I'm going to add washi tape to the bottom. So I just picked this sort of murky yellow. I don't even know what color that is. And I'm just going to put it on the bottom, and I'm just going to stretch it all the way across. So it actually will look more like a design choice, hopefully, and not a mess up. I'm okay with mess ups, but you know, if we can cover them up in a cute, crafty, creative way, that's always a good thing. So I don't know if you can hear it in my voice, but I caught a cold this past week, and oh my goodness, I am not happy about it. It's making my voice go in and out. I've been coughing and sneezing. I don't have any fevers or anything serious, but I'm over it. It needs to go away now. I'm a little bit done. So if my voice does not sound the same, I have this cold to blame. Is anybody else out there sick? I think other people are too. My husband got it, and then I got it. And now, of course, poor Hannah has it. So it hit our whole house. Here is a peek into my ephemera bin, and actually if you follow me on TikTok, I did a whole sort of comprehensive video showing how I store my ephemera, but this is my ephemera bin. I keep really small pieces in the front. There's other pieces sort of in the middle, mostly just like pen pally kind of stuff. I also have embellishments in here. The big book pages and photos are throughout as well, but the main rule of thumb for my ephemera bin that I keep next to my desk is once it's full, nothing else can go in, or things need to come out. So that's sort of my rule of thumb here when it comes to personal ephemera. It's really empty right now, though, because not only did I just organize it, I also just had Junk Planner Tuesday where I do live journaling in my junk planner. So it looks really organized right now. I promise you it doesn't always look that way, though. So I am just adding these little gold paper corners to the photo. I just think it helps make it pop a little bit on the page. I really like these corners, but I feel like, I mean, does anybody else use these? I feel like they always go on a little wonky. Like no matter how hard I try to make sure they're like right on the corner. See, can you tell they're a little crooked? I feel like I always have to reposition them. I mean, whatever, it's fine. But see, crooked, it's crooked. Oh, it drives me nuts. But anyway, I do love them. They're self-adhesive. I think it looks pretty ultimately, even if they're a little wonky. And so now I'm just going to move on to adding stuff to the other side because I'm really happy with how the family picture and the vintage book page looks. Okay, and here's the other sort of funny thing about this journal. If you know me, you know not only do I not like fussy cutting. I don't know why, but the phrase alone irritates me. I don't know why, but I have noticed that in this particular journal, I am fussy cutting all the time. Why is that? I wonder if it's because I'm trying to save space because it's a small journal. I don't know, but here I am, fussy cutting, don't even like the phrase. I'm going to call it something different. Okay, I'm specific cutting, exact cutting, detail cutting. I don't know, show of hands. What do we like the most? Specific cutting or detail cutting? I'm going to say detail cutting. Anyway, so I'm detail cutting out these little vintage children to add to the page. And I actually love the way this looks. And once I'm done detail cutting these little characters out, I'm going to show you how I apply glue. I mean, it's very simple. You guys all probably already know this. But I'm going to show you how I use my glue stick to apply glue so it's completely all over, even those little delicate hands and feet, so that they don't lift when you're constantly turning your pages. So let me cut out the little boy too, and then I will show you how I do that. And while you watch me detail cut out this cute little boy who's missing his foot, whatever I cut, I already cut out his foot. I don't know, but it's okay. We're still using it. We're going with it. While I cut out the little boy, If you are enjoying this content, be sure to give me a like on this video. That would mean so much to me. If you're new, be sure to say hi. And if you subscribe to my channel, thank you so much. I really appreciate that. I think us creators on YouTube put a lot of work into these videos, and we always appreciate it when you comment or like, or especially if you subscribe, all those things, press all the buttons, do all the things. That would mean a lot to me. And it's just a small way to show me that you were interested, and I'm just grateful. I'm telling y'all, my voice is going. Anyway, okay, so I'm almost done detail cutting out this cute little guy. Aren't these images beautiful? I'm pretty sure they're from the same book. I can't be sure though, because like I said, all these little ephemera bits have been in my bin for a long time. Oh, and that's the other really good thing about this though. This particular journal, I'm not keeping themes like anything particularly themed for the pages. I'm just sort of using up ephemera. So that's been a really great part of this gratitude journal too. I'm not trying to make anything cohesive. I'm just using what I have, and that's been really nice, especially because I've been using a lot of pen pal mail, which I love. It's been so fun to use it all up, and I've been using tons of things from the meetup. This is my sticker collection. Well, these aren't stickers. These are stamps. I keep my stamps with my stickers. These are the new ones. Aren't they cute? They're like ornaments. Anyway, this is how I store my stickers. It's a big sort of hard plastic container. It's from Daiso. How cute is this little devil? Lizzie bought that for me from, I don't remember what the store is called. It's a sticker store in West Covina though. Oh, hello, the Sunny Angel. So many cute stickers. So I'm just trying to grab a few. Oh, I received this in Happy Mail. I forgot that I opened this on film. Let's open it together. Isn't it cute? Somebody sent me all these adorable stickers. You guys, I was just talking to my good friend Ashley. He's an artist. And I said, you really need to turn your art into stickers. Like, us journalers, we love stickers. Look at that little dog. I just love stickers. I can't get enough of them, you guys. I stick them everywhere. I stick them in my journals, in my layouts, in the covers, in my junk planners. I stick them everywhere. That Snow White is gorgeous. I think I'm going to put her in my new pen pal album. Anyway, so like I said, it's been so fun to just use what I have, and it's okay if it doesn't match. This journal has not been matchy-matchy. I notice I'm very like detail-oriented, but it's not matchy-matchy at all. I'm just using my supplies. So that's kind of what I'm doing here. I'm just sort of fishing around, and I remembered I had these really pretty flower stickers. So I pick a few of my favorites, and as you can see, the packaging is just kind of falling apart, but that's fine. They're all in this little clear case. And I just pick a few, and then I'm going to stick them onto the layout. And here's the thing. I decided I wanted to film this video in real time. It's not sped up in any way. And I thought, oh, that's going to be so fun. I want to do a real-time video. Like, how long is this really going to take me? And then when I started using these stickers, I remembered how hard they are to get off of that like acetate backing. But you guys, you are not going to believe this. I get my good tweezers out, and I'm literally in this very moment that I'm filming this, I'm dreading it. And I'm like second guessing using these because I remember what a chore it is, and I really wanted to keep this video real time. So you can't see, but I'm sweating bullets. But it's okay. I go get my tweezers, and you are not going to believe, you're not going to believe what happens. Because if you only know how much I had to edit usually with these stickers, because I fuss and fight with them, you can't tell, or maybe you can. There are no edits as I am taking these stickers off of the acetate. They just came up that easy for me. No edits. Look at me. I'm doing it. My gosh, you guys, I don't know. Is it the tweezers? Am I just learning? I don't know. I literally wish I could show you how much in the past I've had to edit videos doing this very process. Anyway, I was so excited because honestly, I thought I'm not going to be able to keep this real time. Anyway, here I am. So thank you to the tweezer sticker gods. They all came up, and I love the way it looks. So anyway, fun story. I just get a good pair of tweezers. I guess that's the moral of the story. So if you don't know, my last name is Green. So that's why I am using the flashcard that says Green. And I'm just going to do my journaling right on top of it. When I tell you that this flashcard has probably been in my collection for years, that is no exaggeration. Literally years. So I want to get out my little bin. This is my little clear acrylic bin that goes into my larger acrylic bin. And I just want to add a couple of odds and ends. I do date every layout, and this journal is chronological. So I'm just looking for a little label that I can put my number on. And then I found this little milk cap that, again, has been in my collection for years. And I think it was from you, Stacy. So thank you. I wanted to use this little reel, but I don't have space. I love it. It's from the Bob Baker Marionette Theater. I love those round little Post-its, but they're just too big for this layout. I got them at Five Below, by the way. There's a million. Lizzie and I even shared them. So I go to these teeny tiny labels by Tim Holtz. These are really great labels, especially going into December daily season. In December, they're little and perfect to just write your date on. I highly recommend having a little set. They're not very expensive, having a little set with your ephemera. So I picked that tiny circle, and I love it. You guys, this is perfect. I just need to start gluing everything down. So I'm going to put all my tiny things away. I think I'm done. I love all these tiny things. I really wanted to use that vintage envelope. I had that in the back of my mind, but there's just no space. So alas, it'll go back in the little bin along with all my other tiny little things. All right, let's glue these little detail cut children. I don't know. Okay, so you need a bone folder, you'll need some good glue, and you'll need a piece of parchment paper. I love Tombow Mono glue stick. That is my favorite kind of glue stick, especially for this. Put your little fussy cut or detail cut down onto your parchment paper and put glue all over it. Let it completely overlap. It's almost like you're gluing it onto the paper. Get it onto every little bit of it. It's going to feel sticky at first, but don't worry, it's not really on the front. It just feels that way. And then you just stick it all the way down. Use your bone folder because all those little pieces you want to make sure are completely adhered to the page. Mine got a little wrinkle down there on her foot, but it's okay. I was able to just sort of work that out with my bone folder, and it's perfect. And so now, since there is glue stick on every little itty bitty part of that detailed cut, it will dry like it's one with your page. So let me show you again. I'm going to fold up my parchment paper so I don't get glue on the front of my image. Place it face down and get that glue and completely go over it, like completely over all the edges. And don't try to not get it on the paper. You want it on the parchment paper too. Lift it up with your glue stick and then stick it to your page. And then that way, like I said, once it dries, it's not going to catch on anything. Nothing's going to rip. It's just a really great and easy way to make sure that your detail cuts are completely adhered to your page. And again, I do highly recommend a good glue stick. I didn't know the importance of that until I bought my first Tombow Mono glue stick, and I realized, oh wow, I have been missing out. So now I want to add my number. I don't always put the full date. Sometimes I just put the number. So I had these date stamps, like number stamps, but then I realized the day before I had already used these. So I do like to kind of vary things. See, the stamp is already on the day before. So I grabbed some gold numbers. I purchased these at Hobby Lobby, and they're a little bit big, but to be honest, I kind of like that they look a little bit too big for the label. I don't know. I think it looks just kind of neat. So I grabbed the numbers I need, 23. I stick them right in the center of that label, and then I will just use my tape runner and I'll put the entire label down onto the page. These gold numbers, again, will be another really good tool or find supply for as we go into December daily. Oh, lost my train of thought there for a second. So now one of the last things I need to add is this vintage milk cap. And I tried to use my tape runner, but I guess because it's so old, like it just lifted, like no adhesive went on there. See, it like ripped. Anyway, okay, so back to the trusty glue stick. That happens a lot with vintage pieces, I find, or anything that's too thin or like vintage book pages. So I guess I should have known. But so now I'm just going to stick that milk cap on, and I am so happy with this layout. I just need to add my journaling, and I can't wait to do that. It's my favorite part of gratitude journaling. So once again, the journal prompt for the day was, I am most fulfilled when. So I actually wanted to keep this real time and even keep myself journaling, but I thought, wow, that's going to end up being pretty boring. So that is the only thing I cut from this video. I showed you how I start, and then I kind of skipped to the end. But yeah, I don't think you wanted to see all of that. And this is my finished layout, friends. I love it. It's very simple. It's very basic supplies. Everything was super easy. And I hope you enjoyed watching the process. So thank you so much for being here. I hope you have a really great week. If you want to join our Patreon and our guided journal gratitude prompts, check out the description box down below. We'd be happy to have you. Thanks again for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye.